All right, Timmy, give me a good smile. Good, just like that. All right, move to your left a little. Oh, cool, perfect. Good shot, good shot. Awesome. Hey guys, what's up? Camera Mom Creates here today. I'm going to be showing you how I'm taking some adorable pictures that I just took of my son, and I'm going to turn those into a keychain or a pendant that you can wear around your neck. So follow me on over to my Cricut machine, and bear in mind you can actually do this without a Cricut or cutting machine. I'll explain that later, but follow me and watch how it's done. Okay, so here I am in my Cricut design space, and I already have some images that I have sized properly. I like to use the measurement 0.98 of an inch to fit into my keychain or pendant. I just had to play with the sizes a bit, and that works perfectly. So those are already on my desktop and sized properly. And I have another image here, my daughter making the goofiest face ever. And I also have a circle. So I want to take the circle and I want to size that to my 0.98, like so. And you just push enter and it's resized. So what I can do is come in here. I want to make my picture smaller also, of course. And I just want to try to get her crazy little face she's making over there. It's going to be a little too big. It's actually easier to see if you take a bigger circle, put it over first, and then you want to do shift, and then you want to click on your image, and you want to slice. And then you'll see I'll have her, I don't need that circle anymore. I'll have her crazy little face there and get rid of that. And I can resize this. It's probably easier doing it that way. So again, 0.98, and boom, just like that, I have all of these images. I like to do a bunch at once because otherwise you're just wasting a piece of cardstock, because it's only going to print, you're so tiny, it's only going to print a small amount. And you'll notice up here on the left, it's set to print, it's printing the image. So it's a print and cut image. So you will send that to the printer, and then you will put it into your Cricut machine and you will cut it that way. So you just want to go and you hit make it and you go from there. So you'll notice it has the black border around it. Get rid of that. Has the black border around it. That tells the machine exactly where to cut. So you want to go ahead and just send it through your Cricut, and it's pretty self-explanatory and very simple. And I will then show you what to do once you have your images printed and cut out. Here we go. Okay, so now I'm sending my image to my printer, and you just simply will hit the print prompt and it will go on over to your printer, and hopefully your lovely child who's in the other room, Timmy, will go and get that for you as soon as it's done printing out. So once you do that, you just want to set your machine. I have it set to medium cardstock. If you need a more detailed explanation of how to use print and cut, just please comment below. Also make sure to like and subscribe. I'll be able to help you out on anything you need in more detail. So that is printing. I can hear it right now. And as soon as that's done, I'm just going to take my cardstock by my lovely assistant here. Thank you so much. Just like that. And I'm going to place it on my green Cricut mat, like so. You just want to make sure you push it down firmly and just feed it into the machine like you would anything else that you were cutting on your Cricut. And boom, we'll have perfect 0.98 inch circles to work with, and we'll be good to go. We'll be able to move on with our project. Okay, as you can see, I have these nice little perfect circles of my images cut out. Okay, so I'm just going to show you with one of these. I have these are little trivets. You can get them on Amazon, and it's used for making keychains, or you can use it as a charm. And all I'm going to do now is just take some glue, and I'm going to glue down my picture, and then I need to let it dry. And then obviously you want to protect your picture. So what I'm going to do is whip up some epoxy, and I'm going to show you how to put that on there, and it creates almost a frame for you to put over your image, and it protects it, makes it nice and glossy and really cool. So I will show you exactly how to do that. But first I'm going to glue that, and then we'll move on with the next step. Okay, so I have my epoxy mixed. I just made a small quantity, and whenever you're mixing epoxy, it has to be in very precise 1-to-1 ratio. I got this amazing clear cast is the one I like. I get it off of Amazon, and it goes really far. So you just want to follow the directions on there. If you do want a more detailed explanation of how to use epoxy, always with gloves, paper cup, wooden mixing, like popsicle stick would be just fine. You don't want to ruin anything, like your knives or forks or spoons up from your kitchen. So this works just fine. So if you want a more detailed explanation, I can do another epoxy project for you, maybe a larger project. But for now, I have the epoxy mix and I'm ready to finish off my little keychain. I have this one with a picture of my daughter making a really goofy face that I just made ahead of time. And all you want to do is drip a very little bit onto this. You really don't need a lot. You don't want it to overflow. You just want to make sure the whole image is covered nice and even. Sometimes I've even used when I'm doing many of these at once, I've used a dropper. And you just want to kind of spread it evenly across. And it creates like a little bit of a frame. This probably isn't the most efficient way to do it, but again, I'm only making one. So this is probably the most logical way to go. And you just kind of want to smooth it around. And you'll notice there's sometimes bubbles in there. If you get one of these lovely heat guns, it'll take out all of your bubbles. You just want to kind of give it a quick once over. And that'll take out all your bubbles. And you want to let that dry. And I let that dry a good 48 hours until you have something like this. And you can see it's got a clear, glossy cover. I don't want to touch it with my sticky fingers. It's got a glossy, basically a frame covering it, so it protects your picture. And you can add this little piece on there so it can be a keychain, or you can get a chain and you can wear it around your neck, which is really adorable. Now, I often will make way too much of the resin epoxy, so you can use that to make other things. There are molds that you can buy and you can actually make jewelry and other things out of it. Again, comment below if you'd like to see any of those projects. I would be happy to show you. I hope you enjoyed this. Please make sure to like and subscribe so that I can come and make some other fun projects for you. I hope you enjoyed.